One of the challenges in marketing, whether you're a real estate agent or attorney or anything, is how you distinguish yourself in the eyes of your client. And one tool that gives instant credibility, if you're worthy of it, is having a book. I'm excited to share with you a colleague of mine who's used writing a book to help him build his business, and now he's helping other people share that tool in their business. Anthony Nitz, my colleague from Orange County at eXp Realty, as well as a real estate broker and probate expert, author of How to Be an Author. Great talking to you.
Hey, thanks so much. I'm so glad to be here, Bill. And, first of all, I just want to say, thank you for doing what you're doing, because, we both hover around the probate space, and I can't tell you how little content there is out there for people who want to get into that space. And you're one of the very, very few. I mean, I've been doing this for a long, long time, and you're one of the very few people I see who's constantly pushing that out there.
Thanks.
So I appreciate it, and I enjoy watching it too. There's some things that you say, and I go, "Oh yeah, that's right." So good stuff. I appreciate it.
Thanks. Well, that's my goal. My goal is to share my journey with other people, make it interesting, and attract people like you that can help me as well. So, tell me, you've been in real estate for a while. How long have you been in real estate, and how did you get into it initially?
Oh, 1997, I got in. But actually, the joke is that because my mother was a real estate agent, that it's possible that I was born during an open house. And so just haven't been able to
conceived or born.
Yeah. Right. But
did I say that about your mother? That's terrible.
Hey, but I got it in 97, and because I just kind of fell into it. It was the most bizarre thing. And I actually started out in the title insurance industry, and then I worked for an escrow company, and then I worked for a mortgage company. And then I worked as the national in the title company, I worked as the national regional marketing director for 2 different title companies. Then in the mortgage company, I was the national marketing director for a mortgage company, a big giant mortgage company. And then and finally I decided I was going to go sell real estate. That was about 2000, 2001 maybe. And it was just because I saw a lot of people having a lot of great success with it. It gave me more control. I wasn't working for somebody else. I got to work on my own time schedule and stuff like that. So I've been doing it for a long, long time in coaching and training and all that stuff as well. So.
And you have a background, sounds like, in marketing, or strong experience, at least in marketing. So how did you come across the idea of writing a book and using that as a tool for your business? You didn't write the book to make money selling a book. You wrote the book to promote your business. So how did you come across that idea, and what was that like?
Well, so very early 2000, I was sitting there and somebody said, and I came across another agent who had a book. It was like the first time I ever saw an agent who had a book. And I don't mean a coach, trainer, something like that. I mean an actual just real estate agent who was just going out trying to get listings. And I saw that, and I went, you know what? I understand that. As a marketer, I understand that. I understand the value behind that. Because if you think about a book, right? We all, as real estate agents, we're constantly being bombarded by the shiny object, right? Do this, do that, do all these other, all this stuff. The big thing right now is doing video, which I absolutely love. I've got channels with over 800 videos on it. But when you look at a book, you look at talk shows and news casts and big podcasts and things like that. They've never, ever, ever once said, hey, welcome to the show, Bill Gross. He created this amazing PDF, right? You never heard that, right? But you hear it all the time. He is the author of this amazing book, right? And the reason for that is because it's perceived that writing a book is hard, that you have to be an expert in order to write a book. You're perceived as an expert if you have written a book. And so those people, so there's so much value in it. And from a marketing standpoint, when I saw that person who wrote a book, I went, this guy is like the king. He's the king right here. I want to be the king. So I'm gonna have a book. And from that point on, I've centered all my marketing around, hey, get my free book in whatever niche that I'm serving.
So how do you use the book to promote your real estate practice?
Well, just yeah, like that. So I actually, at this point in time, I have 3 different books right now. And one of them is a first sale by owner, one's a first time buyer book. The for sale by owner and the first time buyer book were written quite a while ago. But I use my I use my other book. It's how to sell your house, how to sell the family home fast for top dollar without all the hassle, right? It's just it's a common message that we send out to sellers, right? But that's the title of it. And I use it to promote to people who are either in probate, trust, distress situation. Okay. And I also use it in another way. It's very interesting for referral partners as well. So I write this book, and what I do is I go out to these referral partners. It could be attorneys, it could be assisted living facilities, it could be, end of life doulas, it could be, a whole variety of things. And I say, hey, why don't I put your name on the cover, right? And when I put their name on the cover and they're giving it to their clients and reading it, say, hey, this book is being presented by XYZ assisted living, facility. Of course, in the book it says, by the way, the guy in the area who's the specialist in this is this guy named Anthony Nitz. If you're thinking about selling, you want to get the most amount of money, blah, 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 call Anthony, right? So I use it that way to get people to call me through that process. Okay, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And
So
then of course I use it in my own marketing when I say get my free book. If you're thinking about selling your house, big mistake, Bill, is and I'm guilty of this. A lot of people say, hey, when you are out there talking and you're doing your videos, you got to have a call to action, right? What's the common call to action, Bill, that everybody says?
call me, text me, email me.
Right. And when they say that, they say, hey, call, text, email, or, or they'll say, hey, find out what your home is worth, right? Those are kind of like those are the common ones for real estate. Well, for me, the call to action is, hey, if you'd like me to send you my free book, I'll send it to you absolutely free. Just let me know where to send it. Okay. The conversion on that is so much higher than let me call me or text me, right? It's so much higher. So like these guys who are promoting all this video stuff out there right now, right? And I love it. Again, I love all the video stuff, but these are the call to actions that they're given is, hey, call us or text us if you think you're moving into the area. But what about if you had a book that said, if you're moving to Orange County, this is what you need to know. I'll send you my free book, right? So,
well, the top people doing video and marketing, Sean Cannell of I forget which of the channels he has. It's by my book. I bought his book. Russell Branson, ClickFunnels, really high technology marketing.
yep.
Get my book. He actually has 3. Right behind me are Sean's books and Russell Branson's books. Now they're great material.
Yeah.
They're smart guys, and I could buy a book and read it. Many people can't. So I got a lot of it. And actually, in my case, didn't take their coaching because I felt like I have enough to work on that they taught me in the book. They kept me busy. But you're using this not to sell your coaching, using this to sell real estate, meaning I'm a home seller. I get the book. I guess I could do it on my own, or I can just call you and have you do it for me. It's going to cost the same at the end of the day, right? So it's a great market.
Right. Well, and let's talk about the books that you have sitting behind you. Okay. And again, this is the power that I think a lot of real estate agents don't get about having a book. All of those people that you mentioned, they're what are considered high ticket sales. Would you agree? Yeah. But who's more of a high ticket salesperson than a real estate agent?
Right.
We're selling multi-million dollar homes. We're collecting checks of tens of thousands of dollars, yet we market and present ourselves in such a small, place.
Right.
If you take a look at Tony Robbins, right?
Yep.
What the heck does big giant, self-help guru master need to have 6 books for? What does he need that for if they don't work? Right. You look at you know, you mentioned Russell Brunson. I've got all his books too. You know
Phenomenal.
that both Tony Robbins and Russell Brunson both have openly said that if it wasn't for their books, they would be nowhere where they are now.
Yeah.
You look at, let's look at this. Millionaire real estate agent Gary Keller.
Phenomenal. Changed his whole business.
It changed his entire business. He was sitting in his office in Texas
I have
going,
there too.
what do we do? Oh, do you have it? Yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
it's the Bible. I mean, it's the best book ever written on how to build a real estate practice.
yeah.
You know, I joined Keller Williams because of the book. Now, doing it, you know, writing a book about it and delivering it every day are two different things, apparently.
Right.
But still, the book is without question the path for an individual agent on to how to build your business.
Right. And I got just one more I want to show you. Who's somebody who's really pushing all the video marketing right now? There's a few of them I know.
Sean Cannell,
Krista Mayshore.
Krista Mayshore, yeah.
You see her all over the place, right?
Yeah.
And it's so funny to me. It's ironic, but I love it. Her big push right now is video marketing, video marketing, video marketing. How did she get to where she is now?
Selling a book.
She has two, maybe 3 books that she had been promoting for the longest time to get to where she is now. And all of these books have helped propel people to a point where, my gosh, they're the rulers in that space,
right,
as a result of the book. Yeah, books are huge.
Well, to next, Grant Cardone, same thing, right?
Oh, yeah.
Video and huge advance, but what the engine that drives the leads for him has been the books.
Yeah.
So, okay, so now you've created a program to help a real estate agent or business person write a book. So talk about now your program, which is the machine to build a book machine. How do you do that?
Well, you know, so when I first wrote my first book, it was 17, 18 years ago, something like that. It was my first Sell by Owner book, because I saw this other person's book and I go, you know what? I'm writing me a book. And it was the most painful process that I had ever been through. It took me nine months to write. And I was just like, oh gosh. But I got it done. And once I got it done and I started putting it out there and I sent it to every for sale by owner and I sent it to other people who were thinking about selling, they're like, wow, you know what you're talking about, sell my house. So I knew it worked and I knew it was going to work. Right. But it was the process of doing it was beyond just crazy for me. And I'm like, I can't do that again. So I was like, I have to figure out a better way. I really did have to figure out a better way. And over years I was like, you know, always studying all kinds of other people. And another internet marketer came out and he said, hey, here's a quick little tip. He told me that one little tip and my mind just blew. Big giant light bulb came over my head. I went, is this going to work? And I did it. Bill, I will tell you what, my next book that I wrote it in about 14 days, physical copy in hand. Okay. That's including shipping time. The next book I wrote after that, I did it in 7 days.
Wow.
And we're talking about 100-page book, you know, 120-page book that when I send out now, it is like, you know, they love it. They enjoy it. And it sits in their living room or on their desk or next to their bed, and they sit there and read it, and it sells me for me.
Wow.
Right. I don't have to sit there and give them a pitch. When they do call me and they say, Anthony, will you come and sell my house? I go, sure. I show up and for 15 minutes we're chatting and I go, do you have any questions? They go, no, it's all in the book. You know, great. Sign here. Right. And in this process that I figured out how to do, it's made the process so simple. And so I started sharing it with agents and other people who are interested, where they can write their book, they can do it super fast, do it super cheap, right? Because one of the issues right now, Bill, is there's other companies out there that will lease you their book, right? But when they lease you their book, because other agents go, yeah, God, I need a book. They lease you their book, they'll put your face on the cover and they'll give you a couple pages on the inside. Number one, the content may not be relevant, right? Because I did that. I did the book leasing thing. And they were in the books, it was talking about, you know, when you sell your house for $450,000, and I'm like, I'm in Orange County. It does not exist.
Does not exist.
You know?
Yeah.
So when I handed that to somebody, they would go, $450,000. What is this? This is not even relevant, right? And then I would look at it. I looked at it also from the standpoint of you would have to buy your books from them too, and they were $8, $9, $10, $11 per book, which made it cost prohibitive for me to distribute. And I figured out this process where we do this, where I'm giving out books for less than $3 a piece. And so now because of that, I can give out hundreds of books. And then I even figured out processes to have other people pay for my books, not by putting ads in the books.
Wow.
You know, so I mean, all kinds of, I've just figured this whole thing out, and I love it. I'm having so much fun with it, and I'm just having fun showing other agents how to do it.
Well, I knew that. I saw that. I wanted to get involved. And so we want to talk about it today. But you actually have a program, and I want to share that. I'm not involved. This isn't an affiliate for me. This is just, I think I want to help real estate agents build their business. I know book marketing has been great. I have an agent on my team who leases a book and has done well with it, but maybe this is another alternative for him to upgrade that as well. Mm-hmm. If you're interested in it, writerealestatebooks.com is his website.
Right.
And he goes to the program. You write your own real estate sales book in 2 weeks. Phenomenal. I know that you told me the price just got changed up to $190 to $397.
Yeah. So that was the price that we had. $397 was the price that we were going back up to. And there's probably going to be additional price changes as the community continues to grow. Mm-hmm. But we've got to, because Bill, I've known you for a while. I love the fact that you're in the probate space, and we're going to make it so that anybody who watches your videos, who use, who follows you, if they go in there and they put in a promo code of Bill G, all lowercase, BILL, the letter G, they're going to get $200 off that price for $197.
Wow.
So yeah, it's a killer deal. Other author companies, they charge up to $10,000 for this. Yeah,
I've seen it. Yeah. I've had people present it to me, and I feel like I have a book inside me. I just haven't really put the process together, and I've been pretty busy. So that's why I reached out to you. Also, was on my own to do that. So again, writerealestatebooks.com. Go on the website. It's $397. Use the coupon code BillG, all lowercase. I don't get any affiliate income for this. I'm not doing this for any revenue. I'm doing this to help you guys build your business, do it along with me. He has a Facebook group. You have a Zoom call where people can come in and ask questions. It's a whole program, really amazing. Take a look at that. And like I said, I know Anthony's a really good guy, and that's why I wanted to share you on my YouTube channel. So Anthony, thanks for your time today. Look forward to continuing this discussion and growing this together.
Yeah, I appreciate it, Bill. And whatever I can do to help out, let me know. I appreciate it. And folks, you guys don't realize that when somebody like Bill does something like this and shares other people's things, and the first thing he said to me was, I don't want any affiliate commission from this. Do you know how many times I've heard that from other people? Almost none. Everybody wants something. Bill is really, truly giving from his heart. And so I want to give from my heart too, as well, and make sure that you guys get the training the way you need it. If it's something you want to do. If not, at least hopefully you're inspired to go write a book.
Fantastic. Anthony, again, thank you. Look forward to talking again soon. And again, we'll put the notes with the link and the promo code. Thanks so much.
All right. Thanks so much, Bill.